Welcome to another edition of Great Health, Abundant Happiness, and Outrageous Love.
This is outrageous love right here.
Yes,
That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, we're talking about longevity. We've been together for over 30 years, over 31 years now, right?
Yeah.
And you want to talk a little bit about...
We've been together longer than some of you have even been on this planet.
Yeah, especially if there's somebody showing this in a nursery school.
No, I mean, I know there's a lot of people in their 20s.
Oh, of course there are, yes.
Are watching.
Yes.
So, we just took the gondola up at Copper Mountain, and we were walking around the wildflowers among the mountains and the trees, and we're holding hands and swinging our hands, just like we did, when we first met and first got together.
Yeah, and you were just making the comment, like both our daughters are both getting married, and Karen made the comment that we just started just like they did, and all these years have passed, but we're still kids, I think.
We are, and the important thing is, I said it's so great we've been together so long, and we're still holding hands and loving it, so much. Even, I don't want to say more than in the beginning, but the love has grown exponentially, and so there's so much value in staying together with the love of your life. There's the history that you build as a couple, and this morning we've got this love book. I think we have some videos on that. Jeffrey can talk to you about it. But this morning, and we have a gratitude book. So as I'm writing in the love book and the gratitude book, I was thinking about how grateful I am to have the love of my life who's like-minded. And that's really important when you're choosing a partner. In the very beginning, you have to be like-minded. And as the years go on, and for us decades now go on, we have learned and grown so much spiritually together that, oh my gosh, our eyes are so much wider and our hearts are so much bigger. But we are on this journey together as an us. And I was saying how grateful in the book, how grateful I am to have you, because we are so like-minded.
I didn't see that yet, so yeah.
No, you'll see it tomorrow, so I've ruined the surprise.
Yeah, so the love book, we write back and forth to each other, so I can't wait by the coffee machine. But I think, the longevity also helps, because you run into bumps in the road, and when you have a history of goodness, you can fall back on that. And I think, obviously there are ups and downs in everything, and, if you want to live a very positive, fulfilled, best life, you've got to focus on all the good around you, no matter what it is. But certainly in your relationship, focus on all the good. And when you have all this longevity, you do have a lot of great times. And I think it's really important to put pictures of those great times up around your living space, so that it can remind you of those times. Even maybe you're having a tough day, and you see that trip that you took together to Hawaii or wherever it was, and you can feel the salt air and your feet in the sand, and as you're holding hands walking down or whatever it was, and it will remind you of there is a lot of good in this life. So I think that longevity does help couples as well to continue, just because there's so much goodness that they can tap into.
Exactly, and you brought up having photos around of really fun memories and fun times, and they've done studies that that does enhance and increase your happiness by seeing and reminding you of those good times together. So it's definitely, a tool to keep that joy and that happiness among you. And, they also say, on a totally different topic, you should have some of those photos in your bedroom, but only photos of the two of you. No other people in the bedroom. The rest of the house can be family photos, friends, etc. And I think that's a really interesting.
That is interesting.
Yes,
I've never heard that one. I'm just kind of smiling. I know why.
That's right. I don't need to tell you why, because you can figure that out. But they've done studies on all of that, and I think it's so important. But it also reinforces that by seeing those memories and remembering those, good times, that's what you're focusing on, is the love that you shared. We just had a phenomenal week with some really great people. And I said to Jeffrey, what a great week. Like, best week ever. And we didn't go anywhere. We didn't go on a trip to Costa Rica, which is something that Jeffrey and I enjoy immensely. We love Costa Rica. We love to travel. And those trips are precious to us. This was not even a trip. We just had friends with us for a good portion of the week. And it was just so incredible. And these are, one of the guys that was with us, we've been friends with for decades now. Decades, right?
So I think you started this video, it's longevity in couples, but I think longevity in friendships
in
are important
relationships,
too.
right?
Yeah, we saw a lot of great friends too, because we had our annual Climbing for Kids this week, and we bring a lot of people together. We've been doing it for 16 years. We climb a 14er to raise money for Children's Hospital. So we did see a lot of old friends, and it was just great. But
right.
Yeah,
and I want to interject because there's plenty of people that are watching this that are in a new relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And so I'm not saying that there's, all I'm saying is stay together. Don't worry about the fact that you might not have that longevity behind you. But what I'm saying is look forward to the longevity in that relationship that you're in right now today, because I promise you that if you give 100%, and if your partner gives 100%, that in 30 years you're gonna look back and say, wow, look at the magical journey that
right.
we've been sharing together. And when you have someone to share it with that knows you so well, oh my gosh.
Well, I think, and for new couples, they should look at each day and each event as a brick that you're laying in that foundation. So as every day goes by, you dust that brick off and put it in the foundation, and you look back, and when you've got that rock solid foundation with all of that goodness, and you put those good bricks down, that's what you were talking about here. And you're right, you can start out laying that first brick today.
That's beautiful. I love that. Wishing you great health, abundant happiness, and outrageous love.
See you guys.